mentorship in any business, even in your notary business, is super important. Please invest in yourself. I've said this, I think, in a systems video, something like that. Like, it's not sexy, and I know, like, we want to save money and not spend as much as possible when we're starting a business. But one thing, again, in any business is mentorship. There are some people, yes, that will chat. We can strategize and do those things for free. But, like, really sitting down and taking up someone's time, that's not gonna happen for free, dogs. It's not gonna happen for free. And you want to like them to be available to you when you like at a drop of a dime, have questions, yada yada yada. That is going to come at a cost. And any business, you should get a mentor. But what we're really here for is, are you like vetting your notary mentors? Like, there's a what I see like in real estate often, people mentoring, people creating teams, and to do things that they've never done. You're mentoring others. We're using real estate as an example here. You are mentoring new agents, because there's a lot of things that like I can help a new agent know, like, but I'm not gonna mentor them. I can't say I can help a realtor close 50 deals and I haven't closed 50 deals. That's absurd. Can I give you the systems and tell you the things that I use and what it's really like? You might cry. The people, the leads, all of that. Like, it can be frustrating. Yeah, sure, we can talk about that. But I'm not going to go around saying becoming a real estate mentor, a real estate guru, team leader, and try to get them to do shit that I haven't done. Because what are we talking about here? Like, I like to speak from a place of experience, right? Because you can Google so much information, and we got ChatGPT, my friend, and ChatGPT is my best friend. It can tell me so much that I can just regurgitate to you, and I've never done it in my life. That is crazy, because then how can you give real life scenarios, what you've done, how you pivoted in a problem? I can just like speak at you all day, and these people can speak at you all day, but like have they experienced what they're telling you about? So make sure that you're vetting them. And also there are notaries out here who may not, notaries, mentors, gurus, are they even commissioned? Are these people who are telling you and talking, you're following them, blindly following them, they're creating their cults? Are they even commissioned? Just because they have a lot of followers, it can be, what are the words that I'm looking for? Right message, wrong messenger. It's just a lot of noise if they're not experiencing what you want to do. Because how are they teaching you something that they've never done? And then how are we not active in the notary streets and you're talking to me? Don't let nobody talk to you who's not active in the streets. Because yes, again, we can Google talk all this stuff and regurgitate something that they saw somewhere else. Something that ChatGPT gave them, because ChatGPT, it knows any and everything, honey. And it's just reading that off to you, and they've never experienced it. They have no posts, not doing anything in the notary streets, but talking to you in their car, at a desk, right? If you follow me on my other socials or watch my shorts, like, you'll see me out in the notary streets doing assignments, or real estate, something like that. Like, I'm active doing something. There's some people you see, you're active doing what? You're always sitting at a desk talking, telling people what to do, or sitting in your car. I don't know, dogs. I don't know. You can easily look it up. Just same way you can look up an agent, where I don't know how people be getting scammed. Because the first thing I'm going to do is ask you what your license number is. Pivoting back to real estate. Ask you what your license number is, and I'm going to look you up. I'm going to find you and see if you're an active licensed real estate agent while you're out here trying to sell me something or rent me something, and you're not even an active licensed real estate agent. I wouldn't advise anybody to like work with somebody who's not active. So why are you taking advice from people who aren't active notaries commission notaries, or even you can be commissioned but you're not in the streets. Why are we taking advice from them? What are we doing? Yes, again, saving a mentor could just save you time, money, energy on making mistakes. Some of y'all don't listen anyway. Because I know a lot of y'all listen to my don't get in loan signings. Y'all still gonna go into loan signings. And y'all still gonna cry over it. Or how it's slow. And how you're not getting work. And not even try getting like any other notary niches. You're not gonna listen to me. But the ones that do, the ones that hear their mentors, the one that takes someone's experience, you will do well. You will do well in this business, in any business, when you're taking advice from people who lived through it, who are experiencing these things in the notary streets that they're talking about, right? Are they taking clients? Where have they done work? Like, have they done the work that they're teaching? Are they practicing what they're preaching? Is that happening? If it's not happening, I don't want to hear it. You shouldn't either. You shouldn't want to hear anything from somebody who hasn't experienced what you want to experience. Like, what? What are we talking about? And or have the education in that space. Like, what are we talking about, right? You want to get into, I am not going to talk to, like, nobody should talk to me about jail signings. The only reason I talk about it so much because I want to add it. Right, I may make a post and ask like who's doing jail signings, because I want to know who's actively doing it. I know that it's something that people do. I've always saw that it's a niche that notaries go into, but I always been afraid. So now, because I have an interest, who's doing this for real? Who is out here going on jail signings? What does that look like? How many jail signings are you doing a month? Is it a strong arm in your notary business? Or is it just something that happens from time to time? Right? I can't answer that for somebody because I've never done it. I only talk about it because if you just want to get out there, you're not afraid, go do it. Go do it. And if I can find somebody who does jail signings, maybe I can bring them on here and they can help encourage us all to not be scared. But I am not talking to a notary that's never did something that I am interested in doing, because you don't know what you're talking about. You have not experienced it. So vet these people. Make sure that they're active in what you want to do. I do a lot of things, but most of my experience, most of my notary work has been real estate. I love estate plannings more. I love everything else more, and general notary work. So I would say like I have a strong experience in general notary work and real estate. I could talk about those things all day, and which I do. One, I tell you not to do. It's not worth the drama. And the other one, I always say kick up, market it more. Don't like sleep on it, because I have experience doing that. Right? Take advice from the notaries who are doing what you want to do. If they can't show you real experience, take their advice with a grain of salt. Because I'm not saying that what they're saying to you isn't valid, but I feel like it has more validity when you experienced it. Am I right or am I wrong? Somebody let me know in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. Yeah, and they're not just repeating things that they saw in the course, that they read themselves and regurgitating it. I was a teacher. I taught science. I've never been to space. I just taught things that I read in a book. Right? I read a chapter. Create a lesson plan based off things that I read. Never been to space. My favorite topic was always going into space. I've never been to space, but I taught it. And that's what some of these people are doing. They've never done anything in these notary streets, or they've never done a certain niche, and they're just regurgitating things to you. And we have ChatGPT. They're just regurgitating. Again, not saying the message isn't valid, but it's more valid when you have the experience. Because they can talk about the craziest signing they ever did, the longest signing they ever did, how quickly they can do a signing, and why. What do they do? Like, you want to have fast signings? If you're doing real estate, don't talk. Don't create conversations. I'm not like too much of a chatterbox, so I'm usually not talking about much. And my closings can be done for real, 20 minutes. 20 minutes, we're not talking about shit. Point and sign, and we might make a joke here and there, a little bit of small talk, but point and sign, point and sign, point and sign at all the things, no questions. We're done. We're out of here. Scambags. See? I can tell you that because I experienced it. I do this in real life. Someone who hasn't done it in real life can't tell you that. They're just going to read off to you whatever they researched and regurgitate it back to you, and y'all going to pay them to do it. And then they can't go any further or beyond that or elaborate or anything like that. How are they going to tell you to do something that they can't do themselves, aren't doing themselves? And always do your own research. Always do your own research on the other notaries. You can look me up. If you're a Jersey notary, find me. I just looked myself up the other day. Find me. You will find me as an active notary in Jersey. You can find me. It will say active. I am there. Can you say that for all the notary mentors that's out here in these streets? Go do your research. Do your research on your state laws. Know your state laws. I'm seeing people in groups give advice, and oh my God, it's illegal as fuck. So illegal. I think I saw something in a notary group to where they were threatening her with legal action for notarizing a document that didn't have a notary certificate attached to it, essentially. Didn't have a jurat or an acknowledgement. She just put her stamp in the paper. Basic Notary 101. That's wrong. So the document was basically not a valid document. The family was having it. And she posted that. You know how many comments told her that she wasn't wrong? Literally so many comments. So many. Everybody was wrong. Told her not to worry about it. It wasn't her fault. She did the right thing. No. She shouldn't have chose the certificate. If there's not a certificate on the document that someone's getting notarized, you have them pick it. At least in Jersey, like, they pick it. I think that's notary law in most cases. But someone let me know if, let me know if I'm wrong, if that's different in your state. But in Jersey, if there's not a notarial certificate, I show them the 2 different types and I tell them to pick. Nope, you pick. I don't care if you got any, meeny, miny, mo, and I will attach it to your document. Just stamped in the middle of the paper. Just nothing else there. And it wasn't valid, and everybody in the comments told her that she was valid, and she wasn't. So do your own research. Don't make silly notary mistakes. Don't, because it can come back to bite you in the butt. Yes, join these groups, but again, grain of salt. Because I was looking in that notary group, I was like, wow, y'all are telling so much bad information. So don't rely on the notary groups either. Follow mentors who show receipts. And not just talk about, the money. Make sure they're showing consistency in what they're doing. Make sure they're talking about being out in the notary streets. Well, not talking. They are talking about it, but they're not actually in the notary streets. Make sure they have, like, some type of post, in the notary streets. I know it's hard to post, like, while you're in the field, because I really struggle with doing it. But I'm trying to get better at doing it because I like sharing, like, what I'm doing and when I'm active. I don't know. Other notaries, like, who want to post on socials or show, like, I want to showcase, like, what I do. Whether you're another notary or just even my customers, they're like, they can see that and go, wow, like, Edith really has, like, a lot of things going on. Edith has all the things in the car, and I love the services she's providing, whatever, because I'm showing that content. So it's not just for people to see, other notaries to see that I'm active in the streets. It's for my potential customers to see what I'm doing, the type of service that I provide. So yes, make sure they are doing the actual things. And every notary's journey is different. stumbling over my words here. Yes, every notary's journey is different, right? Just like as people, our journey in lives are different, our experiences are different, and it's the same thing when it comes to being a notary. There are some people who they're like, damn, I got so many signings, so much work off Thumbtack. Again, my ROI for Thumbtack is awful. Some people use Yelp. My ROI, I got robbed basically using Yelp, but I tried it. Someone else might go and try Yelp and they're like, damn, it really increased my business. It helped me so much. That is wonderful. It did not work for me, but I tried it. They keep trying to sell me and say that we've changed, but I don't know. I get scarred and I never want to do anything again if I didn't have a good experience. Yeah, but try all of the different things that are out there. I like networking. There are some notaries who just rely on SEO. They just like learn how to have super strong SEO, and their online presence is super strong, and that's how they got business. I'm increasing my online presence as we can see the YouTube videos here. I'm increasing my online presence, but I'm also still actively meeting people as a notary. I have a magnet on my car. Even if I see buyers who may already have an agent, that is great. I'm glad you have an agent. I hope your home search goes well for you. By the way, I'm a mobile notary and I close real estate deals. Here's my card if you ever need a mobile notary for your real estate deal. I'm meeting people all the time, and that just works for me. Again, I said the paid ads, Google by my business. The point I'm making here is try all the things, see what works for you, and whatever works for you, double down on it. Like, I like the in-person things, so I double down. I go to networking events. I make sure to always sign up for things. I'm doing something. Is it next week? Time flies. Next weekend. Yes, next weekend, I'm helping at an event. I think it's called the Zombie Opera. I am helping at that event so I can meet people, either let people know that I'm an agent, realtor, and then also realtor or notary, and also just experience this event outside. I don't go outside enough. So a lot of things going on there. Yeah. Market your area. Wherever you see a bulletin board. In my purse, I have a very big bag. But in my bag, I have do I have one on here? No, I don't have one on my desk. In my bag, I have my little like notary postcards. And anytime I see a bulletin board, I put it on that bulletin board. I saw one on my side quest. I talked about side quests. My side quest in my last video that I'm cat sitting. And in that area, there was a park that had a giant bulletin board where people put apartments, their services, a whole bunch of things on that. Went right in my bag, pulled out the flyer, and because I also have a stapler in my bag, pulled out the stapler and I stapled it there. If anybody's walking by and needs a notary, like, my little info is there. Wherever I can put my business, I will. I leave my cards in the UPS. All of that jazz. Like, somebody find me somewhere. I don't care. I want stickers so I can put them on like light poles. I've yet to do it, but right, somebody might see my sticker and need a notary. So you can try all of the different ways to like market your business, things that fit your personality, but don't be afraid to try. And if it doesn't work, okay, great. It doesn't work, move on, try something else and see what works for you. Right? So before you invest in a course, in a mentorship, or take someone's advice online, vet them. See if they are active people in these streets. Make sure that they're experienced. Make sure that they're commissioned. And make sure that they are practicing what they're preaching, baby. Please do yourself that favor. You don't want to take bad advice. Like, again, a lot of people was co-signing that post that I saw in a group, and it was wrong. It was so wrong. You don't want to do that. So know your laws, study your book if you need to. I have it right in my Google Drive, but if I need to read something off, I would read it. I would definitely read it and look for it. But if you're serious about growing your business the right way, basically by just experiencing things, right? Join my notary community. Please, we're focusing on taking action. Okay? Taking action, not complaining, and growing together. What are we doing? What's working? What what do you like out here? What are you doing? What are you using? Like that. I want to talk about straight business. Can we complain every now and again? Sure. Complain about like that crazy signer. But we're not complaining about, look, random things in my hands. We're not complaining about signing services. We're not complaining about what all these lowball fees. We're standing on business. We're standing 10 toes down, and we're building businesses, our brands, our own directs, our own relationships. That's what we're doing over here. Okay? All right? Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for following, watching, all of the things. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. It'd be great if you did all the things. I'd love it. Create some, conversations down here. Don't mind it. We're friendly out here in these streets. But yeah, anywho, thank you so much for watching, and come back for the next vid. Bye!